All right, man. Nick Saban is out here dry snitching or lying, either one of the two or a combination of both. He said that Jackson State paid $1 million to get Travis Hunter, one of the top cornerbacks in the nation, to come to Jackson State University, shot to Jackson, Mississippi. He also said Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M is buying the players with the NIL model. Now, what's so funny about it is people have been accusing Nick Saban for years of paying his players. And, somebody brought the light, it's even going back to Michigan State, LSU, what I'm saying? For years, people have been accusing him of allegedly playing his players. All right? For years. For years. And then you can talk about, Mike Krzyzewski been accused of it several times. So they pick and choose who they want to pick on, to be honest. And Nick Saban is crying because now it's more competitive than ever. Now he can't just sit here and dominate recruiting. Now, to be honest, I think, he talking about NIL money. Is it sustainable? I think the biggest thing about the NIL money, honestly, I think it's a transfer rule where I could just pick up and leave and go get the most money over here. And it's kind of like a free agency for it's kind of like free agency for it's kind of like free agency for amateur. And I just think the transfer rule combined with NIL money, I agree, a little bit too much. I can just pick up and leave when I want to go, and no, that shouldn't be the model. Transfers should be approved on some type of merit. It should be. It should be approved on a merit basis, or on a board that pick and say, okay, you can transfer. But at the end of the day, the competitive gap between Alabama and everybody else is closed because there's other schools with alumni with deeper pockets. There's other schools with deeper pockets. Now Alabama can't dominate recruiting now. All they kids allegedly driving like Chargers or something like that, Challengers and all that. So, like I said before, he just upset. And now that they losing and Georgia building a powerhouse and the competitive gap between Alabama and everybody close, now you want to get up there and be Nino, bro. Who's bigger than me? Come on. Nick Saban was asked about Texas A&M football recruiting on Wednesday, but he surely happy to talk about it. And what can be amply described as a shot fired across the bow of SEC rival, Saban accused Texas A&M manipulating name, image, and likeness rules to pay players and land the nation's number one recruiting class under head coach Jimbo Fisher. He also managed to rile up Deion Sanders, which he did a commercial with. Now I want to say if you see that to say that to Deion Sanders' face. Saban was speaking in front of local business leaders in Birmingham for an event promoting the World Games slated to take place in Alabama in July. During a nearly 7-minute statement, Saban spoke about NIL, declaring that he believes in the practice and theory, but that is manipulated by some of his rivals in a way that threatens the very existence of college sports. Now, like I said before, he mad because they closing the gap on his ass. Saban believes in NIL done the right way. Saban made clear that he's not opposed to NIL when it done the right way, and encourages players to hire agents to create opportunities for themselves. Quote, our players last year created $3 million worth of opportunities for themselves by doing it the right way, Saban said. You believe that? I have no problem with that. And nobody had a problem on our team with that because the guys who got the money earned it. The issue and the problem with the name, image, and likeness is coaches trying to create advantages for themselves. Like I said before, y'all been creating advantages for years, bro. You've been doing this for your whole career. Now, this like Coach Krzyzewski talking junk about John Calipari one and done and then turn around and doing it himself. Man, you dudes be hypocrites. What Saban doesn't believe in, he went on to describe a scenario in which programs hire outside agency funded by boosters and then funnel the money to players based on what the coaches compromise them as recruits. He said Alabama does not do that. He believes that other programs do, and that it creates a situation in which recruits demand programs at Alabama to meet those offers or miss out on those services. And do it, get your money up. And that he believes represents the beginning of the end of college sports. Quote, if we start paying players, we're going to have to eliminate sports. Said, well, stop playing the coaches then. They out there putting their lives on the line and stuff. Y'all ain't. Y'all can pick up and go as y'all please. Shit, you just mad because you can't pay your players allegedly under the table no more. And there's competitive Alabama alumni can't mess with Michigan's alumni. They can't mess with Texas alumni, them alumni in Texas. Or Arkansas for the man. Jerry Jones from Arkansas. Went to Arkansas University. So he already know that their alumni can't touch some of them bigger programs. So imagine if Harvard really invested into, all the billionaires and multi-hundred millionaires Harvard got that really cared about it. Saban A&M brought every player on their team. He said then without prompting, Saban started naming names. The first name was Texas A&M, which beat Alabama for the nation's #1 recruiting class 2022. The first year in which NIL was and played during recruiting. There you go. You get right there. You ain't got to read long to get to the bottom of this. Check out the College Sports Players for more videos like this too. You ain't got to read long. This is why, because Texas A&M, did they beat them this year too? I'm not sure. Did they beat Alabama this year? Hold on. I'm not sure. Did they beat them this year? Because I could be wrong. Hold on. Yeah, they did beat them this year. So, yeah, I figured they beat them this year. So they beat y'all. And then they beat y'all in the #1 recruiting class. Man, Nick Saban know he need to stop. He said, quote, we were second recruiting last year, A&M was first, Saban said. A&M bought every player on their team, made a deal for name, image, likeness. We didn't buy one player. I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it. My thing is this. You've been doing it allegedly. Everybody, that was your main advantage. Who going to Tuscaloosa, bro? The advantage about going to Tuscaloosa and going to the SEC is because he couldn't hack it at Michigan State because Michigan State had some academic standards. Ain't no academic standards in Alabama, for real. Not no high ones, Georgia even got higher academic standards in Alabama. And, he can get all the players he need to get in, and he can pay them. Allegedly, we all know that. And now that the gap is closed and he don't have a competitive advantage no more, it's a wrap. If the feds investigate Alabama, bro, he gonna be cooked. And then on top of that, he does his easy out of conference schedule. Very easy out of conference schedule. So man, Nick Saban's the shenanigans is up. Either retire or get out the way. Saban named Jackson State and Miami basketball. He said, read about it on the paper, Saban said. Jackson State paid a guy $1 million last year. That was really good. Division I player to come to their school. They bragged about it. Nobody did anything about it. These guys in Miami are going to play basketball for $400,000. It's in the newspaper. That guy tells you how he's doing it, but the NCAA can't enforce the rules because it's not against the law. If it's not against the law, shut up. Why are you concerned? Because that was his #1 power. Was getting guys to Alabama with low academic record, with low academic standards, and he was paying them. Allegedly, we all know it's true. And now he don't have an advantage. Now he not the #1 recruiting class. Now he not winning national championship. Now he losing to Texas A&M. He losing to Georgia. He's a sore loser who couldn't hack it in the NFL. This man in the NFL when he coached the Dolphins had a seizure, and they said what really turned them off about Nick Saban. This kid had a seizure. And he walked right over him and went to his office and didn't give a damn about him. All Nick Saban care about is damn rings and his damn money. Him and Krzyzewski, the same player. So Jackson State stunned the college football in December by flipping #1 overall rivals recruit Travis Hunter from Florida State to sign with HBCU. Sanders coach Jackson State. He is not pleased with Saban commentary. He said, "You best believe I'll address that lie." Coach Saban told Tomorrow, "I was awakened by my son Shedeur Sanders, and he sent me the article stating that we paid Travis Hunter $1 million to play at Joe Jackson State football. We as people don't have to pay our people to play with our people." And Nick Saban a fraud. Nick Saban a fraud. Like, bro, you really hating on Deion Sanders, somebody you do commercials with. You know what I'm saying? You really mad because he swung somebody, bro. Get up out of here, man. Up out of here. So I can't wait to see what he say. Quote, this $30 million deal is a joke. It didn't affect recruiting at all. Jimbo Fisher joins 24/7 Sunday show, showed vehemently that denied record. So he responded. Quote, this 30 million deal is a joke, Fisher said. The thing is, there's some funds out there and all these things that went on, and it was written on Bro Bible by some guy named Slice Bread, and all of a sudden the country believes it. It's a joke. It didn't affect recruiting at all. The people who want to make comments on it have no idea what's going on. It's insulting to the players who come here and people around us. So, like I said before, he's a sorry son of a sore loser. You know, and he mad because he losing his superpower. What goes up gotta come down. What got momentum gotta slow down. You know, now everybody got to set. Now everybody playing on an even playing field. You know, and when you gonna start scheduling better non-conference game too, as well too. When you gonna start doing that? When you gonna come on, man? We all know the trick. Him and Krzyzewski is some frauds, bro, and everybody know it. That's why I don't like Mike Krzyzewski hypocrite ass too. Everybody know they some frauds. Everybody know it. So let's stop it. But check out my college football playlist, more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get your notification. Go live, drop a video, and hit the bell icon button. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. That's where to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Hit my link tree up. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All by hitting one link. It's the first link in the description. In addition to that, check out my Detroit channel. Talk some Michigan State basketball, football over there sometime. Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. It's Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate the love.